everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Indie Film Cafe's DVD and Blu-ray Haul. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with my co-host,
Paul A. Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow. Moo.
All right. And we also have our special guest and co-host, I guess, for this particular show now, since it's been your third time on here, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Well, since we're using initials, John L. Ward.
Now, have you ever thought about doing that just to separate yourself from any other potential John Wards?
There is a John Ward who directed that slasher film Lover's Lane.
Oh,
but it's Jon, so it's not JH or JOHN.
Okay,
gotcha.
And we've got another guest here, I guess, here with us.
Yeah, the monkey's standing in for me right now.
Well, is there
cows and monkeys?
All right. Well, until it's time for you to actually. Okay, I was gonna say until it's time for you to do your thing. So, what we do here is we go around the room and we showcase all our Blu-rays and DVDs that we get because we're just a bunch of crazy collectors, as Paul likes to call it. And
absolutely, there
you go. So I'm going to start, and all of these except for one, and you'll know which one came from the I believe each one of these came from the Dollar Tree. Yes, all of them came from the Dollar Tree. So all right, here we go. So the first one, I don't know if you guys have this or not, but there's a war movie called Where We Disappear.
I've seen it.
I saw it, but I didn't grab it.
It looks kind of meh, but I don't know. I'm always in the mood to buy more and more Blu-rays. Like I want my Blu-ray collection to be bigger than my DVD collection, if that's ever possible, So, but then also I got a movie called Automata. I think that's how you say it.
That's a good one. That's a good film.
It's got Robert Forster and Krista Campbell and Melanie Griffith and
you're naming everybody but the main star.
Who's the main? Oh, Antonio Banderas. Well, it's
good. It's like Blade Runner and iRobot, and so I thought it was kind of cool. I liked it.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. It's something I've been, wanting to check out, but I've been waiting till this haul, and then I'll start opening them up and everything. Then I got a double feature of Wesley Snipes movies. One's called The Recall, and the one's called 9 Lives.
Oh, nice.
I'm wondering if he's like a cat. No, but that's sad because that would be awesome.
I got The Recall on DVD, so I'll have to look out for the double feature on Blu-ray.
Nice. Then there's another movie starring Suki Waterhouse, Josh Hutcherson, and Tilda Cobham Hervey called Burn. And that looks kind of, don't know much about it, but it says some people just want the world to burn, as they do, right? And so those are all my Dollar Tree ones. This is my only Walmart one that I got, and I had to get it. I was looking for another one. I'll tell you in a second what it was, but I had to get Apex, another Bruce Willis.
I want that.
Yeah.
That's
$15 at Walmart. It's well worth it.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Oh, you don't want to spend $15 on that? Yeah, well,
dollar store, yeah.
No, if you've been keeping up with Red Letter Media, they now have 2 episodes about the fake Bruce Willis movies. So it's very interesting about these movies that he's making.
I was kind of sad. I was looking for a movie called Deadlock that he did, and it was there, but only on DVD. And it was directed by Jared Cohn, who we know Paul knows from Blood Predator. So Jared got to work with Bruce Willis. So who would like to go next, Paul or John?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, I'll go next then.
Okay.
Now I did mention this to Jonathan that I do have 2 surprise movies. which I think both of you will appreciate
Yay.
Yay.
probably not in a good way, but they are a surprise. One of them is Blu-ray and one is DVD.
Okay.
So, and yeah, so you'll know the surprise movie when I show it. So the first one that I have here is called The Postcard Killings,
Oh.
which is based on the John Grisham novel. I'm sorry, James Patterson, not John Grisham, James Patterson. And,
Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And I picked it up because of Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It also has Fempa Jensen in it.
Oh, who we just watched. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the faculty.
And then it's got its slot, it's got its slip cover, which I really like. So
Sweet.
So there's a few of these I've seen that have like big name stars and they're just in like nothing movies. Jean Reno, I got one from him that I'll probably show next month. But yeah, so I thought it looked kind of interesting.
Gotta get that condo payment somehow,
Exactly. And then I originally got this on DVD, but then I found it on Blu-ray, which is Panic.
Cool.
Yeah, so that also has
is that Satanic Panic, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, but it's just called Panic, I guess.
Well,
on here.
actually, when you look at the DVD case or the Blu-ray case, I believe it's the Satanic Panic.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Because Dustin Hubbard told me about that. Apparently, I don't know if that was at Walmart or where that was at, or Dollar
These
Tree.
are Dollar Tree, yeah.
Well, they were originally at Walmart, and Walmart does not allow satanic stuff. And
God.
So when they sell it to Walmart, they have to do that, and that was the way they did it. Is they had to, because I guess the people who do Walmart or whatever get the things from Walmart don't check the insides of the thing, just the slipcase. They're like, oh, it's just Panic, and then if they looked inside, they see Satanic Panic, and they're like, get that away.
But isn't this exactly goes against what they're doing? I mean, the whole idea of the Satanic Panic was a real thing. Yeah. I mean, it was with all these parents, primarily conservatives, conservative Christians that had this huge issue with rock music and movies and stuff. So by removing satanic and just making it Panic, aren't they just playing right into that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Stop thinking, John.
Yeah, I know. It's Walmart.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I guess they do because they censored it.
Well, I'm saying they don't care that they had to censor it. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Then I have Galveston.
Never heard of that. Okay.
So it's got it's based on the novel from the guy who did True Detective.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's got some people in it. Ben Foster's in it, Ella Fanning.
Cool.
And it's got its slipcase, so I liked that. And then, this was a big find for me. Even though I have both of these on DVD, I said, forget it. I'm getting this on Blu-ray. My man, the GOAT, Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
Triple feature. So we get Trespass, we get Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call New Orleans, and Stolen.
I think I have that one too as well. There were like two where they're like double or triple feature movies on Blu-ray that I've gotten of Nicolas Cage, but that's awesome. I love Nick. I love Nick and Bruce Willis need to make a movie together. I said it on a post, and I truly believe both of those two together would just end the world.
Well, with that new film that Nicolas Cage did, where Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage, he's now said that he's out of debt, so he doesn't have to make these type of movies anymore. He can now go back and make bigger budget films, which is good. But I'm very, very excited about this. So Trespass and Bad Lieutenant were the two I had on DVD, and it's like, I'm just going to sell those.
Oh yeah.
So
upgrade.
And so now here's the surprise one. And this is something that both Joe Lujan and myself bought at the same time. He ordered them at the same time. And that's Bubba, the Meat Hook Massacre.
Wow.
So is that the series or
web series?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Cool.
Which the cover just rips off the Prowler.
Right.
It's the exact, except the Prowler is sideways and this is front. So once again, showing no originality.
I think I showed you that before. Somebody has showed. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's just a ripoff. It's the complete series. And the thing is, I thought this was different directors doing different episodes. So you got, I think it's 8 episodes, and then it's just 8 different directors. Oh, six fully uncut episodes.
So it's like an anthologies thing, kind of.
Yeah. But then reading the back of this box, it's from one director.
Oh.
It's from the guy who did Meat Hook Massacre Mayhem.
Oh.
So I was a little disappointed in that, because I thought that would have been a cool idea, is to get 6 different directors to do their versions of Bubba or Meat Hook Massacre. And it's just one guy. He probably made a movie, and they just said, oh, let's just cut it into 6 episodes or something.
Yeah.
So, and so he did it. And I did watch my Meat Hook Massacre 4 when he did this Meat Hook Massacre marathon that's on every Friday. And in between, I guess, each movie, which is stupid, he puts an episode. But it messes it up, because you're an hour, you're like 30 minutes into the movie, and then you watch an episode, and then it goes back to the movie. So it kind of messes
you don't want
things
to do
up.
that.
You want to show the movie, then play the episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Or before or something.
Yeah. And
Wait,
I guess
what?
yeah.
It's like, right, like, so you watch, okay, so real quick, I know that we've been talking way too long about this, but so there's like, what, how many movies does he show in his marathon?
So he's showing all of them except for the final one, except for like the final
So
massacre.
is that 5 or 6 episodes?
So
6
1, 2,
movies?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. But he shows, oh, no, it is on here. I guess he is showing it. So I guess he's showing all of them, all 7, but then there's 6 episodes of this.
So he doesn't show one movie, then show an episode?
No, it's really stupid. So the show, and I'll make this fast, it's a public access show. There's real commercials that are the sponsors, and then there's like fake commercials or like public domain commercials for like drive-ins and stuff from the 50s or VHS type stuff. And then all of a sudden, since all these films are, like 70 minutes, halfway through, it goes to a commercial, and then it goes to one of these episodes.
Oh, that's very confusing.
Yeah. And Will Colazzo pointed out to me, because he messaged me and he goes, wait, is this part of your film? Because he's never seen part 4. And I go, no, this must be one of the episodes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's ham-handed.
Yeah.
That's just wrong. I don't know who thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea. And because it just messes up the pacing of everything.
Yeah,
and
continuity.
And they cut the shit out of my movie. I mean, they cut 10 seconds out of like some ending scenes for no reason. Like people just in the mid conversation, it cuts. So I don't know. I downloaded
it. Bad editing job. Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't make me look bad. It actually makes Dustin look bad, who edited the film. But it's just, yeah. So both Joe and I figured, you know what, we're going to pick this up just because eventually we're going to have all the Meat Hook Massacre films in our collection. Joe wants them because I'm part of it. Yeah. And this is only like $10. So it was like, all right, let's pick it up.
Well, there you go. All right.
That's my last one.
Okay. So Paul, your turn for your 5.
All right.
Blu-rays.
So my DVDs, we're going to start off
Blu-rays. Blu-rays.
Yeah, sorry, Blu-rays.
Okay.
We're going to start off with the only one that I've got that's actually in a slip box, and it is from the makers or the writers of The Shallows, and it's called Mary.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it's got Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big Gary Oldman fan, so I'm curious to see what this is going to be about. And directed by Michael Gurl, G-U-L, I think.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. The font is very strange, but yeah. So looks like it's some kind of a haunted ship kind of a thing. Then we've got
that's the remake of, what is it, the mystery of the Mary crap, I'm forgetting. Yeah, the one with Bela Lugosi. Yeah,
gotcha. So the next ones are going to be a bunch of stinky Blu-rays that I'm going to use for blue cheese, starting with The Lost Viking.
Nice.
So axes and swords and stuff like that, and I have
and
no
he gets
idea.
lost.
Apparently, yep.
Well, so is the Viking himself lost, or like lost, or did a group of people lose a Viking?
I think they go someplace and they get lost, and then they have to fight their way home. Something like that.
So shouldn't it be the Lost Vikings?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Next is a movie that I saw on DVD, but I grabbed it also on Blu-ray, and it is Trick or Treat.
Yes, I upgraded mine too. Yeah.
That's with Craig Kelly, Dean Leno Kelly, Sean Parks, a bunch of other people, Jason Fleming, Francis Barber,
Nice.
etc., etc.
I like Jason Fleming.
What was that?
I don't know.
Then this one looks pretty interesting. It's yet another human-sized doll movie because we love those, and this is called Doll Face.
Nice.
Written and directed by Stephen Paul. I think this is a British film, and so that should be interesting. Alex,
Do you think it'll be better than the other doll movie we tried to watch?
Let's hope so.
Okay.
And then finally is a triple feature because I always love getting multiple movies in one set. And it is the Triple Horror Feature Volume 2. And we've got Scar, Terror Trap, and Midnight Movie.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that too. That's a good one.
So there you go. That's my 5. And by the way,
that
Scar
was the one I got too. Yeah.
Is the unrated director's cut.
Yep, that's the one I got too. I think I showed it off in a couple, Blu-rays ago.
Yeah, I got a bunch of dollar store stuff that I'm behind in that I got months ago that I have to push out on this haul just to get rid of it.
Midnight Movie is good. That's like a movie within a movie. I remember that one.
I wanna do that for like horror film lovers at some point or something, but we'll see. I'm gonna check it out at some point and maybe do it I know I'm doing a thing where I'm doing like watching Blu-rays, kind of like Blue Cheese, but it's my my version of Blue Cheese. Some are good or some are terrible. You never know. All right. So we're on to the DVDs next. So you guys ready for this?
Yep. 2 groups of 10.
Yep. All right. So, for some reason before, John Ward mentioned this movie, and I happened to find it at the Restore, weirdly enough. And I think I even mentioned it to you, but there you go. Delirious, the Eddie Murphy stand-up comedy.
Eddie Murphy at his finest.
Yeah, I remember loving that.
Back when Eddie Murphy had, stuff to say and do.
Okay, so some of these might be Restore and some of these might be Dollar Tree, and I don't know which ones. I did not write these down or anything. But one is Lars and the Real Girl. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I keep seeing that there.
I think that's at the
one.
Dollar Tree. This is Restore for sure. It's a movie that stars Keira Knightley, Mark Ruffalo, Haley Steinfeld, Adam Levine, James Corden, CeeLo Green, and Catherine Keener. And it's called Begin Again. I guess it's a movie about a.
That's a good one. Yeah, I saw that.
I've never seen it, but it looked cute.
I like the director, so it's a good
Who's
film.
the director?
I would not be able to say. I remember I watched one of his movies, and then that came out. I'm like, oh, cool, I like that guy.
Oh shit! Okay, so it's John Carney is the director, and it's produced by Judd Apatow. Did not know that.
Oh, maybe that's why I watched it because it had his name on it. That's possible.
Speaking of Judd Apatow, didn't realize it, but Trainwreck also got that. On
Her
DVD.
only good movie.
Yeah. Another one I've been wanting to have and own and just haven't gotten a chance to get it yet. But this was a while back. But Easy A with Emma
That's
Stone.
a good one. Love Emma Stone.
Yeah. So then we also have, let's see, it's called Truth, starring Kate Blanchett, Robert Redford, Topher Grace, Elizabeth Moss, and Dennis Quaid. So don't know much about that, but with a cast like that, you can't really go wrong,
Right.
necessarily. I don't know. What do you think, Paul? Have
You
that or
never
heard of it?
know. A lot of times, good actors and good acting can't save a boring movie.
Yep. And then this movie is a sports movie that I've seen plenty of times, but I've never owned. So Draft Day,
It's what Kevin Costner does best.
for real. Or or Westerns,
Yeah. Yes. Good point.
So if he did a Western sports movie, I think that'd go over well. I love to see that.
Set in a world where it was full of water.
Oh,
Ooh.
that sounds just like the perfect.
And he had to deliver the mail.
Oh,
Sign, but from the.
I
future
like
or
The
whatever.
Postman. I actually liked that movie.
Oh God, that was bad.
I did not like Waterworld, but I did like The Postman.
So another one I got is a Ricky Gervais, Jennifer Garner, Jonah Hill, Louis C.K., Rob Lowe, and Tina Fey movie. It's called The Invention of Lying.
That's a good movie. It's very interesting since he's an atheist, and it's basically the creation of religion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that religion does not exist. And he feels so bad that his mom is dying that he tells her, when you die, you're going to go to this magical place. And everybody starts hearing of this going, what do you mean? What magical place? And he has to make up this entire thing that then becomes God and religion as we know it today.
Is that supposed to be like a biopic, or is that like the person?
No. Okay. It's more of a satire on.
I was going to say a farce. It sounds like a farce.
Yeah, it's more like a farce. Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Sounds fun. All right. And my last two are movies that one I got on eBay and one I got from the Walmart. So the one I got from Walmart is Easter Bunny Massacre.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that looks like a lot of fun.
Even has a slip jacket too.
We should cover that one for Easter.
What are we like? I was thinking of that too, but I was like, we haven't, other than the really bad Fun in Balloon Land, we have never really done those many. I
got a bunch of Bunny Man movies, so
I know. And then the last one is something that I bought from eBay as well, or from eBay, and it is Devon's Ghost, the Legend of the Bloody Boy, and it's a movie that we're going to be doing on Indie Film Cafe this season for sure. And it comes with, I showed you guys this, I'm sure, but the Blockbuster.
Oh, nice
cover, so you could put it over there instead and have it be the Blockbuster.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. I was an assistant manager at Blockbuster. Yeah, so then you would take out that sleeve when you wanted to sell it,
right?
And then you would have the actual one. Yeah.
That's
so keep all that. Don't get rid of any of that. That's rare. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as though I had the choice of getting one of that or getting just the movie with the slipcover, and they cost the same. And I was like, and then when I got it, I didn't realize the cover was under it. So I thought like it was just this. And I was like, I was happy with just this, I was like, you don't really get to get this much, anyway. But having both things, depending on what I want to do, it's pretty awesome. So I'm happy. All right. So those are my first 10. I guess, John, you're up.
All righty. So my first few are from Dollar Tree, then it kind of gets into a mixture of eBay and Amazon. But the first one is, and I wanted to show this one because I've noticed that Dollar Tree is doing this, which is, and I might have showed one of these on the last one, but it's these thin case movies.
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, like the Mad Bomber was the one that I was really happy to find.
Crimson Terror, I think, is one of them. And
Crucible of Terror.
Crucible of Terror.
Yeah, and we used to have these. Paul would probably know this more than Jonathan, but back in the day, these type of things were sold at gas stations for like $3. Yeah, and so I grabbed some that I thought looked interesting. And even though I don't really know anybody in this, I mean, John Payne, I don't know, but it says, he's lost his memory, but not the past. So I'm like, oh, cool. Kind of like a, memory loss, amnesia, film noir.
Like a film noirish kind of thing.
So it might be kind of good, but I love the thin. I don't want movies to have this. I only want these to have it. Because I've bought some films from independent filmmakers that use these thin boxes, and it kind of pisses me off. So
I actually sold some Scary Story Slumber Party that way. I mean, it was just easier to buy or something, or it was less expensive to buy.
I guess.
Cheap.
Yeah. But I thought that was kind of cool. This next one I got It's Jules Verne Adventure Explorations, 100 Years Under the Sea, Shipwrecks of the Caribbean. Now, the reason why I got this is because it is narrated by Christopher Lee.
Oh, sweet.
So that's the only reason why I got this, is I could listen to Christopher Lee like read out of the phone book.
Sure.
You know, so it's like, oh, well, this has got to be cool if he's narrating it. So I picked that up solely because of him. Then I found a couple of these music legends. Found one also on Johnny Cash. This is on Jerry Lee Lewis. You know, the guy who married his cousin. And I guess it's got like a
cousin, I think was the problem.
Exactly. Yeah, a double whammy there. And it's got a whole bunch of like concerts and interviews and live performances and a whole bunch of stuff. Same thing with Johnny Cash. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I like Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, regardless, but it's, you know, the guy was great for his time. You know, he basically replaced Elvis. So got that. Then I found a double feature of Willem Dafoe.
Nice.
And it's got two films I've never heard of, The Black Widow and Control.
Huh.
Nice. You gotta tell us how you you know, what you feel about those.
Yeah, no idea about these. So yeah, who knows?
There you go. You could do another show called Mystery Movies I've never heard of, and we're gonna give it a try.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, Paul, why are you coming up with all these ideas? Like, you got too much shit going on.
Yeah, you guys got a lot. I thought I had a few going on, but you guys got a lot. Then I got one called Bittersweet, and that's got Angie Everhart, James Russo, and Eric Roberts.
And
nice. Eric Roberts. So her revenge will be bittersweet.
Oh, okay.
So got that purely for who's in it.
Because she's using the bittersweet chocolate morsels as opposed to the milk chocolate ones.
It's possible. I'll have to watch it and let you know.
There you go.
And then of course we have a ripoff here. Don't Speak. Nice little Quiet Place ripoff there. But I like how they just show the monster, you know, like right there, you know.
Right. Unlike, you know, The Quiet Place, which doesn't show you the monsters much anyway, you know.
Yeah. So
they're like, fuck it, let's just show it.
Yeah, I know absolutely nobody in this movie, except I heard that it was just a bad Quiet Place ripoff. So it's like, okay, cool, I'll get it. And we know some of the people who worked on this one. So far, these have all been Dollar Tree. Xenophobia.
Oh, Xenophobia, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's got, you know, Joe Castro and got other people on it. So
cool.
This is now my second copy. So I bought it when it originally came out. I think I picked it up at Walmart. And then it was Dollar Tree. So yeah, Thomas J. Churchill, Stephen Escobar. You know, so it's got some people in it. So I figured pick that up, support him.
Speaking of Joe Castro, Paul's been threatening to show Terror Tunes at some point, you know, for Indie Film Cafe. Yeah. Just with all the stuff Paul has, he just hasn't gotten around to that one. You know, it's
there's 3 of those, aren't there?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. The first one's the most fun, though.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen the first one. And then this one is so the rest of these are either Amazon or eBay. But I got this got a bad review on Horror Timelines. He was doing a whole mermaid thing, and I picked it up. And it's called Mermaid Isle.
Nice.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
And he kind of gave it the same review as Bigfoot's Bride. And I'm like, oh, I got to get that one. So I found it for cheap and I picked it up. And it does not list the director. It does not list any cast or crew on this.
Always a good sign.
Did the Horror Timelines guy like Bigfoot's Bride?
No, nobody I know is like Bigfoot's Bride but me.
That's about right.
Yeah. So this looked like the same, like none of this is really there. Like the mermaid is just a person, you know, that they put like into a mermaid costume. There really is no like ocean or anything. It's like a river, you know, it's that type of thing. So I figured, well, shit. And I forget the director's name. I really don't like WWMM. I don't like how they do their boxes because they take up a lot of friggin' space. When they could put the cast and crew.
a worldwide multimedia, right, or something like
Yeah,
that.
I
They're
do not
the
like how they do
guys.
this.
They're the guys who put out Zombie Isle and Zombie Croc and all the stuff that Robert
Exactly.
Elkins does. And I'm not a fan of the way they do their boxes either. But
Yeah,
but you gotta support your Robert Elkins and your whoever this guy is.
Yeah, look at all these pictures. They could have at least removed one of these and just put in cast and crew. So,
Right.
but I think we might be friends with the guy who directed this. So I
Okay.
think he's on Facebook. I think. So I
Yeah.
figured, if I like it like I did Bigfoot's Bride, I'll see about having him on, one filmmaker. And now here is the surprise DVD. So, and I had to pick it up. It is Ebola Rex.
Nice.
So
Very
Ferguson is mentioned in this twice.
nice. Oh dear.
And I did see the trailer for this, which did not look bad. Joe Lujan even watched the trailer and he goes, "Wow, those visual effects look actually pretty good of the T-Rex." And Ferguson produced and directed it, and Ken May, who I know is one of the writers. So it's got some people that I've worked with on this. Sean C. Phillips is in it.
Of course,
since he's in every movie ever frigging made.
Well, everyone that Dustin Ferguson makes for sure.
Oh yeah. And it's got like Mel Novak and Clint Beaver, who's the guy who keeps ratting me out, I'm pretty sure, to Dustin whenever which is why I stopped putting anything up online with him. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Wild Eye Releasing loves him. So we'll see.
Well, you keep buying it, supporting them,
I know.
He should be happy about that.
I know. I'm stupid. And then my last.
You gotta support cheap, shitty movies. Come on.
Yeah, just not his, unfortunately, but I do. Not all of them. And then my last one is a collection, 10 zombie movies.
Nice.
And this one I really like because this is a film called Autumn, and it is one of the best independent zombie films I've seen. And I could buy it by itself, but I thought, well, it's part of this collection, so might as well pick it up. And it's got, because it's public domain, or at least at the time. Maybe it doesn't have it on there. I could swear it had Night of Living Dead. But it's got, every zombie film does, but I guess this one. But it's got like Destined to be Ingested. That's a pretty good title. Revolt of the Zombies, which is like a 50s. Yeah. Zombies vs. Strippers.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
Die Nur.
Yep, got that.
Oh, Last Man on Earth. That's what not Night of Living Dead. Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. Ashes. River of Darkness. Mortuary by Toby Hooper.
Wait, that's not a zombie movie, is it?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
There are zombies in it, I think, but it's not. I don't think that's the focus.
Yeah.
Okay. I Eat Your Skin and then Autumn. So I figured, why not? I don't have a lot of these, so.
And I'm not a zombie person, but I'll still buy them. You never know. There might be a zombie movie I actually enjoyed. Usually I enjoy the comedy ones, the zombies.
See, and I'm the opposite. I take my zombie films very seriously. So unless you're Shaun of the Dead, no.
All right. So that was your last one, right? You said.
We'll have to get you to watch Midget Zombie Takeover.
Yeah.
Which I think you said there are no midgets or something.
There are no midgets. They're barely zombies, and there's no takeover. So there you go.
No need to watch it then. No need to watch it.
All right. So much of this, in fact, this first group is going to be all dollar store. It's all going to be stuff that I think you guys have either picked up in earlier ones or something, but they've been sitting around on my desk too long. So I'm showing them off and getting them out of here. And we're going to start off with the folks who brought us the Blair Witch Project. And this one's called Portals.
Oh, cool.
Kind of sci-fi movie.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
We have from the producers of All the Money in the World, a movie with one of my favorite actors, Brian Cox. And it's called Bay of Silence.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep.
If you've watched Succession, you'll know what I mean.
Next,
that's his catchphrase.
One of you guys picked this up somewhere along the line. It may have been Mr. Ward, but we have The Shed.
Yes.
I think I picked that up too.
Okay.
which I've heard is very disappointing, actually, because they comment, why don't they just destroy the shed?
There you go.
Because then the
I
movie
still-
wouldn't exist.
Yeah, I still want to see it. I mean, I've heard it's good, but the big problem is, why don't they just destroy the shed?
Sure, sure. Next is one I think one of you guys also picked up, and it's called Dawn. So it looks like it's some kind of
Oh, yeah.
non-exploitation movie.
Jonathan loves that guy. Yeah, that's a isn't that the Amityville horror film?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler.
Spoiler alert. you know.
Spoiler.
Brandon Schlegel.
Yeah.
Brandon Slagle, yeah.
Okay.
It's in my Amityville collection. It's on my Amityville shelf.
It's actually
Next.
it's not that bad. It's just to me it's a little slow, Like I love the girl that probably Paul and you hate, which is Stacy Dash,
I can't stand her. Cannot stand her.
Yeah, not a fan.
Loved her in Clueless, but then she became a nut, and don't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cute though.
Cute.
Yeah, and she looked great in Playboy.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, next up is something that I can only assume is a mashup between a clown movie and a rat movie, and it's called The Piper.
The Piper, nice.
Yeah.
So like the Pied Piper. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think this is a South Korean movie.
Oh, interesting.
And then the next one looks like this probably should be a Russian movie, and it is Baba Yaga, Terror of the Dark Forest.
That's in my
Nice.
next stack. That's we'll be talking about that one next. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Next we have Life Form.
Ooh, I want that.
Yeah, this looks like it could be interesting. It's a Wild Eye release, so you know it's going to be awful.
It's funny you were saying it's funny because you were saying like that we would have a lot of these or have already said a lot of these, and so far only two seem to be things that we like these have been
Okay.
new
Me
to
too.
me. Yeah.
So now we're going to hit the Shudder portion of our collection. There's a bunch of
Sweet.
Shudder movies, starting with Z.
Cool. I don't have that
So
one
some kind
yet.
of critter haunting some poor kid.
Yeah, I got that.
Next is something with Tobin Bell called Beelzebub Booth.
Is that Beelzebub Booth?
Bezel Booth. I thought it was Bezel Ruth at first, but no.
No.
But it's a Shudder thing as well. Next, the writer of Bubba Hotep, one of my favorite films, put out this one, which is also Shudder, and it is The Pale Door.
Got that one. Yep.
Veiled, or I've heard of it. It's a Western, right? Or something.
Western horror mashup, which I always like. And then I think this is the last of the Shudder group, and this is Tigers Are Not Afraid.
I have that for the next haul. Yeah. So I knew, I had a feeling when you said Shutter that was one of the ones that we both had.
Last one for my first group of 10 is a multi-pack, and we have The Man Who Was Thursday.
The Man Who Was Thursday?
Yes.
Yes,
by,
his wife was Wednesday.
by G.K.
That makes sense.
G.K. Chesterton. And
Is
then
his
their
son Friday?
bonus movies are Love and Rage and something that's covered up by a sticker, so I can't read it. Let's see. All Things Forgotten.
Okay. Sounds like a bunch of crappy movies.
Oh no, All Things to All Men. That's what it is.
All things to all men. Well, they should be forgotten.
With
So.
Gabriel Byrne. So interesting.
Oh,
All right.
Okay. So that's the end of my first group of 10.
All right. Well, here is my group of 10, and so most of these are, I believe, what is it? Dollar Tree. I think all of these except for two are Dollar
Okay.
Tree. So
Interesting, because usually I like to save my juicier DVDs for the second group.
I literally only have 4 juicy ones, so I chose the restore ones for the first and like more Dollar Tree stuff.
Oh, Moody,
Second.
where's the juice? Where's the juice?
Yeah, I didn't have money this time to just go buy good shit.
Gotcha.
Not this month, maybe next month. I'll try to buy some good stuff, but I really didn't have much.
Juice, go juice.
I know. All right. So the first one is called, Paul, I think you may have given me some of these too.
Okay.
These are some of the ones that you gave me that you had as ones too. I think this might have been one of them. It's called The Invoking.
Yep.
Oh, I want that one.
I have
There's a couple
others.
sequels to that, aren't there? There's like three Invoking films.
Maybe.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
We just can't stop invoking.
No.
Now, this one has a great title, but a terrible premise. A lot of those happen. It's called Dead Detectives. Great title. But like what I was hoping for when I saw the title was like a bunch of detectives, fighting the dead or something, or whatever, or fighting with ghosts or something. And this one is about just a bunch of ghost hunters who go into a haunted house. Like literally, that's like every other story you ever read, so, or a movie you ever see.
A Haunted Hunters.
Okay, I guess this one did not come from, I don't know where this came from exactly, but it's called The Domestics. It might have been the Dollar Tree.
That's Dollar Tree because I got it too.
Okay. Another one's one that you gave me, I believe, or I got from, I know you gave me it. It's called Camp Colebrook. Joe Dante presents Scott Chad, Michael Murray, Danielle Harris, Michael Eric Reed, Courtney Gaines, and Candace DeViser. And it looks interesting.
Yeah, need that one. Good cast.
Great cast. But Paul had like two of them, so he gave me that, and I didn't think I had it. Yeah.
I got a couple more that I bought extras, so there'll be more at the studio.
And I know we've talked about these, so I don't know if these have already been shown before, but one's called Sacrilege. And, and the other one from the same was a distributor, is called Beast Mode.
Yep.
I knew Paul had that or whatever at some point. So
it's an interesting film. I just watched it.
Cool. All right. So there's another movie it says Your Next meets The Purge. It's called Don't Let Them In. So I guess it's a home invasion movie.
That too.
It sounds like it's exactly The Purge, because if you look, they had like the masks and everything. It's probably that,
That picture on the back, it looks like it's from The Purge.
Right.
Probably.
That mask actually is the mask from The Purge.
I thought so too.
Don't let them in because they'll steal your movie.
You know what? It's similar, but it's got the horns or whatever, like a devil. So I think it's a little different, but I could be wrong.
25%.
Yeah.
That's all it needs to be.
Okay. Then this one I've seen on Tubi, and it is awful beyond, like just bad. And it's something that we may do on Indie Film Cafe at some point in some way, if it's not 31 Days of Indie Horror or something, or whatever. But it's Cupid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cupid movie. You don't have that, or you do?
I do.
Yeah. It is.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is awful. I tried watching it because I was so excited about a Cupid movie, and I had to turn it off. And so I think if I'm going to try it again and see how bad it is again, and whatnot. It may
Nice.
It may be too boring for Indie Film Cafe. We'll see. So the next ones are ones I got. One of them I got from Amazon, and the other I got from oldies.com. So I got one from oldies.com this season, or this month. Jesus. So first is Creatures from the Pink Lagoon.
Yay.
It's filmed in glorious black and white, and it says they're horrifying, they're hideous, they're hungry, and they're fabulous.
Yay.
It's a gay zombie movie.
As you do.
If it's black and white, how do we know it's a pink lagoon?
We won't, I guess. We'll
have to take their word for it.
Yeah. So then the other one is a Grindhouse double shock show. You might know these, John. One is called Deadly Culture, written by my buddy Eric Spudic, and one's called Evil Sister. and
Oh yeah, David Sterling
yeah, it's
stuff.
David
Yeah.
Sterling movies. Jed Rowan is in Deadly Culture, and Nobody Famous is an Evil Sister, but it's directed by Doug DeMarco, I guess, and the other one's directed by Jared Hoy. So those are my DVDs. So I guess John, you're up.
All right. All of these are Dollar Tree.
Awesome.
Some are big, some are not. We start off with a film that I enjoyed quite a bit, even though it did not do well in the theater. 3 Days to Kill.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen
Kevin Costner. So there we go. So
he's slumming it too.
Yeah, well, this is Luc Besson.
Oh my God!
So
Seriously?
yeah.
So he's not slumming it in that
fallen.
one.
Yeah, so it's now,
Oh, the
and
mighty have fallen.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. The next one is a film I've never heard of called American Hangman.
Yeah, I saw that in the dollar store. I didn't grab it.
I only grabbed it because it has Donald Sutherland.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Which means with this big a picture, he's probably in the film for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of those movies because he's not a lot in the back. There's only like one picture of him on the back, but I figured I got it for him. This is from a group of filmmakers I used to be fans of until recently. Sausage Party. This is rated R. I enjoyed this until all the crap with James Franco came out, and then friggin' Seth Rogen went all woke on us. This is when they were nice and politically incorrect, and it's a fun adult animated film with a great cast in it. So this is when I liked them.
Hold on. So the stuff that you didn't like about him was that he had sex with a 17-year-old or something? Like
Franco never had sex with a 17-year-old. He was and I defend him slightly on this, is that he was messaging a girl who was underage, but she told him she was older.
Oh, okay.
And but there are other
Rap.
kind of sexual harassment charges against him on film sets. That's why he's kind of disappeared. And then Seth Rogen has gone like ultra woke to get away from that, which I think is the wrong way to go, because Jonah Hill just directed one of the episodes for the Lakers show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
That's awesome.
He hasn't said a word about this stuff, and he's directing TV episodes, so he's doing just fine. Mm-hmm. So it's like, dude, shut up. Just don't work with Franco, because I like Seth Rogen.
I like Seth Rogen too.
Yeah. So don't be all, that whole, was it Santa Claus Inc. or whatever that garbage was that he made, with Sarah Silverman, which was just crap.
But he was also in that Pam and Tommy movie or show, and so
yes,
he can't talk trash about not being, you know what I mean? Like when he's in a show that glorifies the way things used to be and not being woke, like that's the farthest from woke there is.
Well, I think when you look at stuff like this, and you also have Danny McBride, who's in this, who's now does his own TV shows for HBO.
Yeah.
The Gemstones show that he does about the about the pastors.
Yeah,
and stuff.
The Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, the Righteous Gemstones. This is great. Once again, it's like, if you don't want to be associated with Franco, just don't bring any of this shit up. Just leave it alone and still do your own stuff, because it hasn't hurt any of them. It seems to only hurt Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
because he's made it so known. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not this way. Look, I'm the good Jewish boy who now has to do woke things.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's only hurting you, because now nobody wants to see your films because of stuff like, that Santa Inc.
Yeah.
So, but I still think this is very funny. I enjoyed this quite a bit. This one I've never heard.
I don't know any of that stuff that you guys are talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't follow. Well, he doesn't like Seth Rogen. He doesn't like James Franco, except for Disaster Artist, maybe, that kind of stuff. So he's not really into the stuff or whatever as much as we are.
I like the Franco who married
Alison Brie.
Alison Brie, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that Franco.
That's Dave Franco. That's James's brother.
That's the smart
okay.
Franco.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's more of a fan of him now. But just because he wishes he was him right there. To be married to Alison Brie. All right. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
The next one is, and I only got it because it has Emma Watson in it, and so it's Chlor Ania.
Colonia.
Colonia.
Colonia. Someday I'll watch a movie with Emma Watson in it. Someday.
Yeah, no, it's Escape is the only option, and I mean, I got a little bit of a crush on her, so I
She's
think
adorable.
she's talented. Yeah, and so I got it because she's in it. Will I ever watch it? I don't know. Maybe not.
Seems cute. She seems like a good actress. There's nothing that she's ever done that I have any interest in seeing, so I haven't watched anything.
I like that she's kind of broken away from the whole Harry Potter thing. You know, that a lot of those people have made interesting films to break away from that. The next one is The Mercenary.
Nice.
And I mean, it's got Louis Mandylor, the guy from Saw.
Nice.
So I don't know. It looks like a decent action movie. So I picked it up. I don't know anybody else in it. A lot of these I've never heard of. Then Evil Little Things.
Are they little?
Well, it looks like a doll. This kind of goes along with your doll. I was
gonna say this sounds like a full moon thing.
Well, and it's got Zach Galligan from Gremlins.
Nice.
Okay.
So maybe they retitled it because he's in it because Gremlins are little. But once again, I don't recognize anybody in any of these movies at all. And then one Paul just showed, which is the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah. So
a Russian witch who has the hut in the woods with the legs that turns around and does weird shit.
Oh, okay. I like the cover. High Moon.
I have that in my collection. It's a pretty fun movie. It's like a Western, but I think it was set in Texas, it's a Texas movie. So.
Okay. It's got Sean Patrick Flannery in it.
Sounds like it should be like a Western werewolf movie.
It is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says wanted, dead, or undead. So I thought maybe it was zombies or something.
No, it's a werewolf movie.
Okay.
Werewolves are not undead.
Yeah. But people who do the taglines on those things don't know the difference.
Yeah, that's true. And then this one is an oldie, and I mostly got it for who directed it. And its cast is really good too. Hawaii.
James Michener novel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is like the 70s.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh no, 1966.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's directed by George Roy Hill, who's done some really good stuff.
Yeah, Butch Cassidy directed.
Yeah, and it's got Julie Andrews, Max von Sydow, who's always good, Richard Harris. I mean, can't go wrong with that. I've never seen it. I've known of this movie for decades, but I've never seen it. And then my last one is pretty notorious, and I only picked it up because it was $1.25. Is Movie 43. I have heard this is absolutely dreadful.
That's what I've heard too.
Like one of the worst films ever made. So
it's not even indie. Well, it's not an indie film at all. So
but it's got tons and tons of people in there that are famous.
Yeah, and it's got maybe one or two actual good, because it's an anthology, so it's different directors and different writers and different thing. It says comedy anthology, and it has like one or two skits that are actually good, but the rest are just painfully bad. I don't even understand how that could happen with such a great group of people, but I guess they just really didn't give a shit.
Well, yeah, because like Peter Farley is one of the directors.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Elizabeth Banks, probably one of her first directing jobs.
You're asking for trouble, because comedy's already difficult enough to pull off with one director, and now you're asking a whole bunch of different people with different perspectives and different ideas to come together and do a comedy. You're just making a disaster.
Oh yeah, Brett Ratner, James Gunn.
Oh yeah, I think James Gunn would have the better comedy, skit, or whatever. So it's just, I literally think he can basically do no wrong. I have not seen anything that I did not like from James Gunn, you know. So there you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's pretty solid. So that's it for mine.
I like, sort of like skit comedy stuff like Python, but that's all written by the same people. That's directed by the same people. That's a different approach rather than just a whole bunch of different folks.
Yeah, doing
crazy.
well. I mean, they're I don't think they're even really connected well. Like, I think it's probably somebody pitching all these different stories or something, and then we see the stories. I think that, if I recall correctly, that was the movie, and it was like called. That's why it's called Movie 43. You know,
Bad idea.
But it was just a terrible.
Okay,
thing.
so my last group of 10 are the little bit more juicier ones. We're going to start off with a movie with our buddy Joe Estevez.
Yay!
The Redeemed.
Yes.
Nice.
So this should be very interesting. Some kind of mafia type movie.
Where did you get it? Where did you get that? Online?
Looks like Dollar Tree.
It should be Dollar Tree. Yeah. I upgraded my DVD to Blu-ray when I found it. So
very nice.
Because it also has who's the co-star in it? It's Matt. I think he's listed on the front.
Matt McCoy.
Yeah, Matt McCoy.
Oh yeah, my buddy.
And
I love that guy.
For a long time, he was the thing with women, like back in like the 90s and stuff. Like, women really dug him when he was, black hair with blue eyes, and like he was like the thing.
He replaced Steve Guttenberg for playing in the Police Academy movies.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, at some point he was just like, he was the thing, and now
he's older now in this one.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he looks very different. Yeah. Age has not been well for him.
Speaking of Dollar Tree, the next group comes from that, but there are some more interesting ones I wasn't expecting. Starting off with Clown Motel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to see that there.
Actually shot at the Clown Motel.
There you go.
Yeah. And there's interestingly enough, there's 2 movies that was shot. And I think, John, you know this because you were part of this other one that was shot at the Clown Motel, right?
Technically, there's 4.
4?
Nice.
Oh,
so
wow.
if you include the one that I was in that has not come out, I don't think it ever will, called Clown Motel Massacre, and we had to call it Clown Motel Massacre because of Clown Motel, because of that movie that Paul just showed. So then there was the short. Actually, there's 5. Then there's the short film Clown Motel that they used for money. I think you can see that on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes or something. And then they got the money to make the feature version of Clown Motel. Then they made Clown Motel 2. And then there's another film that was shot there, which I believe is called something like Horror Motel. No, Horror Clown Motel, Horror Hotel. So there's which has not come out yet.
I'm waiting for Amityville Clown Motel Shark Massacre 27.
I know. What's funny is like John got to work. I don't know if you actually met her or worked with her, but worked with Morgan Tyler on that Clown Motel movie.
Yeah.
Morgan was, or did you work with her? Did you meet her?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. She's a sweetheart. I love her, but
yeah, she's very nice.
Yeah. And she was, so yeah, it was funny because I knew 2 people that were a part of that movie,
Cool.
Maybe more. I don't know. But anyway.
Well, getting back to more of the Dollar Tree juicy stuff, we also have All Hallows Eve 2.
Nice.
I have that, yep.
So that should be
Classic.
fun. And then, strangely enough, I don't know how or why this was there, but we have Rudy Ray Moore's Dolomite, Legend of Dolomite.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Nice.
Did not expect to see that at the Dollar Tree. So that's fun. Next, we have a action movie, 9-movie action pack with Hulk Hogan on there and Jesse Ventura. And it's an Echo Bridge
Of course.
production.
Of course
So
it is.
they don't even have the movies listed on there. So unless I pop this open real quick, let's see if it'll even list the titles, because I don't even know. But, Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura, it's going to be a lot of crap. Here we go. So we have Shadow Warriors, Assault on Devil's Island. Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain. Blackjack, Maximum Force, Pacific Inferno, Honor, Zero Tolerance, No Contest, and yet again, Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe.
Of course.
15 copies of that.
Well, you
Otherwise,
should
it's a decent collection.
yeah, I don't think you own many of the other ones, do you? Maybe you do.
I might have one or two, but most of them no. And then finally, we have a couple of next to finally, a couple of Saki movies that I got off of Amazon. First one is with Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung called My Lucky Stars. And we are
Nice.
probably going to do this for Indie Film Cafe or What the Fuck Fridays, because it's going to be one of those wackadoodle chop sake movies, horror mashups that are just, without description, beyond description, just crazy. Speaking of which, I finally got my DVD version of Taoism Drunkard, aka Drunken Wu-Tang, one of my favorite movies of all time,
Nice.
which we covered on Indie Film Cafe.
We did. It'll be out in, I'm gonna say, what's it? I guess it might be April or May, ish. So yeah, we're really excited. We're really excited to like show that one because that one is pretty pretty funny.
And then the last one is the special thing that I found when I was at a antique store looking around, seeing what kind of fun antiques there might be. And I saw a guy had some movies, and most of it was Hollywood claptrap, but he also had Man's Worst Friend's Fright Pack.
Oh, cool.
And it's got, let's see, 6 movies in here, including Zoltan, Hound of Dracula.
Love that. It's one of my favorite Dracula films. That's Albert Band.
Yep.
Nice.
Slugs.
From the director of Pieces.
Yep. Rats, Night of Terror.
Which is awesome. Italian horror.
Demi Moore in Parasite.
Love Parasite. I got to see that in 3D in the theater.
Nice. Then we have Lucio Fulci's Black Cat.
A good one.
And finally, Dario Argento's Cat of Nine Tails.
Nice. That's a good pack.
Yes, for $15. 6 movies.
Oh wow, that's actually a really good deal.
And it comes in this cool box,
Yeah, actually, can you show that more? What they're cans, like beer cans or something, or?
Yes. Can you see that?
There we go. Now I can see it. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So it's done like a 6-pack of beer.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I figured, and it's got a little case so you can carry it around as you do.
I mean, I'm sure you'll carry that around everywhere you go, Paul.
Probably not. So there we go. That is my haul for the month of March.
Oh, that's crazy.
I got like another 500 things to get rid of, so I'm ready for next 2 months.
I'm ready.
Blu-rays.
I'm getting ready for next month. I have not been doing much buying lately and stuff. Kind of been, dealing with a lot of shit. So
it's weird because for whatever reason, my area of Hampton has Dollar Trees all over the place. So there's like 5 Dollar Trees within, a less than 5-minute drive. So I just visit all of them now and again, and they all have different shit. So
yeah, I'll have to. I go out every Friday to a certain area and stuff, and the Dollar Tree is over by there. I should, stop in and take a look or whatever. I just never do.
mean, there's got to be more than one Dollar Tree up your way. Just,
there's 3 or 4.
Yeah, there you go. Go to a couple of them.
They're all like spread
out.
You spread out. So it's hard for me to just get energized to go shopping, so whatever.
I just looked it up. So that Mermaid Isle is Jason Mills.
Am I friends with him?
I'm not.
Sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure. He's done. They Came from the Attic, Bigfoot Country, Bigfoot Girl.
Oh, I want to see that one.
Clown Motel Vacancies. Is this another Clown Motel movie?
I'm sure there's
Living
living out there.
Living with Bigfoot. He likes Bigfoot apparently. And Daddy, Clown Motel Vacancies 2.
So when is he going to do Bigfoot Clown?
Very soon, maybe. I don't see it listed on here, but it's very possible. So
Moody, we
I
need
think
we need to make a Bigfoot Clown movie.
Okay.
Amityville Bigfoot Clown.
I think that's the perfect segue to going into our update. So thank you guys for this awesome, this haul, but we're gonna go right into our update a little bit and like let you guys know what's going on with Sick Flick Productions and Indie Film Cafe. I guess we'll start with Sick Flick Productions, and Sick Flick Productions is a thing. So one of the things we're gonna be mentioning on this tomorrow, but this will be out on Friday, on April 1st. So you'll already know about it if you check the Sick Flick Productions thing. But Sick Flick Productions is dividing, sort of having divisions in it. So there's going to be Sick Flick Productions, the main thing that oversees everything. But then there's going to be the Echo Lake Pictures, which is going to be all the Echo Lake films that you get. And there'll be Sick Flick Studios, which will be and I think at some point there'll be another division that'll have more of the B movie stuff. That's not Echo Lake and not, just our more serious, stuff, but more our goofy shit. Like if we want to do a goofy Bigfoot movie or something and produce that, we'll put that in there. But but there hasn't been a title for that yet, name for that company. And I'm sure Paul and I will come up with something, because I think that'll be more of what Paul wants to play around with at times, but he'll also want to play around with the Sick Flick Studio stuff too, because you have more serious stuff you also want to do. So I guess that's the big event that's happening with Sick Flick Productions. We're really excited about it. I can't wait to share everything. We've got some really cool projects coming up. So that's all for Sick Flick Productions. That's it. That's all that's going on. Paul, is there anything else? I don't think that Nope. I think that was it. For Indie Film Cafe, there's been a lot going on, and maybe too much. So I thought it was a great idea to do this Stephen King podcast that we're doing, that John Ward and I are doing. But it's just like an extra thing, as on top of all the other stuff that John Ward and I have decided to do together, including all the horror film lovers stuff and everything. But we'll continue to be doing them. Don't worry, they will still come out. They just might be a little later or something, or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't have, once a month, once every 2 months, whenever we decide to do it, that's fine by me.
Yeah, it might not be as I would like consistency, but we'll see, because in the beginning right now we got so much going on, and I need to figure out, some of these things are taking a break, and I keep wanting to put more stuff and everything, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I need a break, so so I think there might be a time where I am going to take a little bit of a break, because like 90s horror film just wrapped, so that's done. 80s horror films will wrap in October, so like a lot of these things will wrap like around then too, and so I'm a little tired, from doing so much stuff all the time. And Paul is tired too, and he's got not only the podcast that we do and the videos that we do, but also his own like life and work and things he wants to do with his life that he can't do if he's constantly doing the shit.
Baseball
like me.
Season's right about to start up again, so in my garden, tons of stuff. It's just
But what, I don't know if we've mentioned this before or not, but one of the cool things we have been doing is we've been getting all the Indie Film Cafe things already done. And they're the whole idea is like the whole 5th season will be done in July, so we'll have a little bit of a break. Yeah, hopefully. And then we'll start season 6 in September or so,
October.
like October we can only do like 1 month because we're filming in November. So
That's cool.
I know you're cool with that. I know.
Break.
2-month break might actually be helpful, aside from one. So that's gonna hopefully be the plan and everything.
People don't realize how much work goes into these. You guys do 10, 20 times more than what I do, and I had to take a break. It's just like, no, this is too much. I'm not getting any of my stuff done that I need to be doing.
Plus,
as much as I enjoy
this, all this filming stuff that needs to get done. I mean, all the
it's work.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot, and like probably people think we're crazy to do a podcast network and do film stuff. If we had like a huge budget, say we had like millions of dollars, like a really good budget though. Like I would want to say good budget, where we could. This could be our job for at least Paul could take half of his stuff off or whatever and help us with the other half, and then because we wouldn't want you to quit your job, you'd lose the studio. You couldn't quit your job, but you could take half off or something, have time off, and work also with us, and that would be amazing.
I would love to get more local folks involved, helping us out, both with the filming and with podcast stuff too. And we had extra folks here jumping in and doing shows and making content, then it would take some of the pressure off of us,
Right. And that was the original thought, was like I was going to do that, but then a lot of times I don't know, I like doing the podcast. Like I like being involved with these things and coming up and talking about movies like that I can't talk about on Indie Film Cafe because they're more mainstream or something, or what I mean, things like that, where
sure.
That's sort of became, when Paul and I started Indie Film Cafe, I was like, okay, doing reviews will be fun, but I didn't realize how much fun I actually enjoy reviewing. And a lot of these, see, this is a mistake that we're going to be fixing in the next season, but we've been doing a lot of the stinkometer for almost a bunch of our projects, and that's not going to happen, and stuff, because you have to have 3 people for that. And sometimes it is hard to get, more than just maybe Paul and myself, or sometimes just myself or just Paul, so I think Quick Review Thursday, this will be the only season that has three of them. I think after this season, because we already started it, we might as well continue. But after that, I think we're gonna go back to not doing the stinkometer for anything else, especially also have 31 days of indie horror and we're doing the stinkometer. It's just hard to keep track and make sure everybody's doing it, so
right. And I'm still behind on the website. I'm like 3 movies behind. I gotta find time to do that, and I can't do that.
Yeah, we may have to work something out where I'll help you with some of them, because the ones that I maybe other than ones you really, like Midget Zombie Takeover, I might be able to do a thing on, because even though you picked it, well, sort of, we both picked it, for that one or whatever, because I wanted to do it, but then you were like, that's on my list.
Yeah, it was on my list.
Fuck. All right, you can do it then. And he was like, fine, I will. Because I thought it was a midget movie. Paul loves midget movies, I mean, but it really wasn't.
For like a brief moment, there was kind of sort of one. It's just,
I don't think there was.
You just would have expected it to have been highlighted since it was the title of the movie.
Well, I think they even had a title change, because originally I think it was called Little Person or Little, whatever, because the whole idea was it was just kids or something.
At least Ankle Biters had a number of little folks in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like Ankle Biters, if you see that title, I thought it was about baby, zombies.
Right.
And then there was a movie called Zombie Babies. And then there was
That's right.
Then there was another one that you showed us that was about zombie babies. So I mean, that's
who doesn't love zombie babies?
I don't know. John Ward, do you love zombie babies?
Is one of those zombie babies the toilet one?
No.
No, but we're gonna do that one at some point too. Trust me.
Are you talking about which one?
Isn't
Uh,
there like zombie baby
There's
toilet or zombie toilet babies
yeah,
or
toilet zombie baby something. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I've got the digital.
Are you talking about the movie that Robert Best was in where he was like naked or something? Because there's one where he was like naked in a toilet zombie movie, baby movie. So
I never heard about that.
trust
that?
me,
I don't know. I was supposed to be in a film called
I think that
that
was the
zombie
one.
toilet babies, and then a certain filmmaker got a few of us kicked off of it because he doesn't like us. So
Would you not go naked?
Oh,
Is that the
his
problem?
his initials would be DF. This is
Oh.
allegedly, but the initials would be DF.
So
Dante Fowler?
Yes.
okay, so toilet baby, zombie baby strikes back, and that was the one that had
His
Robert
initials.
Best. Yes.
So are you saying, John Ward, you wouldn't get naked? Is that why you got kicked off?
I have actually been down to my boxer
Okay.
briefs, so that's as far as I would go. But
I know Moody will get naked at the drop of a hat, won't you? Won't you, Moody?
I've only so far I've only been in my like underwear in a movie. I have not yet shown my ass or I don't know if anybody wants to see anything else, or
Well, it's got nothing to do with what people want to see. It's like you're punishing them. You want to make them see it.
I'm not Tommy Wiseau. I don't want to show my ass. People don't need to see it. So there you go.
Zombie babies, you're tearing us apart.
Speaking of which, so I've been watching these movies and we've got some really fun ones up on the Indie Film Cafe coming up soon that I really can't wait for people to check out. I watched 2 yesterday that have just blown my mind and won some today that I'm just like, these are going this season. It has to happen. They're just terrible, movies. So Indie Film Cafe is still going really strong. I think so this is going to be the month of April. Month of April, there'll be one of mine and then 2 of Paul's, and then and one of the ones that Paul picked for this month is pretty rough, man. It's a werewolf movie that's pretty rough. So we can't wait for you guys to see that one.
And the new one with Just Jen goes up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. So that's in March. So yeah. So you have already heard that, hopefully. So check us out on indiefilmcafe.podbean.com and also help us out with the patreon.com/indiefilmcafe. And indiefilmcafe.reviews is our website that basically has a little bit of blogs and stuff. It's mainly run by Paul, but I will jump on there and help out and do different I guess little bitty things because Paul's so busy with a million things. He needs help getting this stuff done.
Continuity Monkey's been slacking. I keep poking him with a stick for him to do things, but he just lays there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you poke hard enough, maybe he'll do something. Oh, you just said fuck you. I just heard that.
I know. That's right. He's a rascal.
Well, John, so what do you got going on for your stuff?
Same as before, basically. Got to get Delete made, the short film, so I can and then find one more cosmic horror film to put onto the anthology. That will hopefully be released by David Sterling by the end of the year. Got Axis 3 and 4 going. And then taking a break from my own channel, but still doing the occasional video, putting that up, try to do like a once a week type of thing.
I see you've been still putting up your Dollar Tree finds and stuff, and I love that you're still doing that. So
I'm going to be doing another one that's going to be a recent eBay collections type of thing or box sets. So I'll be doing that. And then I'm still going to try and get you guys the reviews after midnight. Just recently with the crap with my face and then food poisoning and all that, it's kind of stopped me from doing things until I'm better.
Understandable.
So I'm going to try to get those out as soon as I can.
I'm
But that's
very, very curious about the cosmic horror thing. I would love to shoot a cosmic horror short film. That would be so much fun. I would enjoy that.
I still need one more film. I think I'm going to need one more because I want them to be 90 minutes. And even with my film Delete, if it ends up being 12 to 15 minutes, I think I still need one more film.
How many minutes is that? Like, do you need?
Probably like 12 minutes, somewhere in there. 15 minutes.
Mr. Moody.
So
you gotta get on that, man.
Yeah, but so it's got to be done within like the next month or so. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we have so much time. So much time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. Anyway. That's awesome. I'm very happy that you got so much going on. I know you said you're taking a little bit of a break from your Dark Park films channel, but you're still doing stuff for it. So it's not like it's,
well, and it's all different too. It's I got the new background here, kind of my old one. Videos are going to be shorter. So I keep getting comments that the videos are way too long, get to the good stuff or, that type of stuff.
Nobody ever comments that on us when they should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I watch these other YouTube channels that do this type of stuff and they kind of put on a show. It's not really just like a review thing. It's, it's a show. And that's what I wanted to do. And I guess people don't like that. So they just want me to get to it. So the Dollar Tree one where I just did whatever kids movies I have. And I think there were about like 8 or 10 of them. And I basically just said, okay, well, here's the name of the movie. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the inside. Looks funny. Next one. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the title. Okay, next one. And so it ended up being, I think, like 20 minutes instead of like an hour, where I would have done a lot more. So that they're just going to be shorter. Everything is going to be shorter.
I mean, I guess that's what people want these days, but me, I like stuff that's longer. I mean, maybe not necessarily I'll watch all of it, but I might, or whatever. So I don't know. And plus you can always skip around if you don't like some of the stuff, like I do that for some shows, where I'll skip it to the parts I want to get to, but I mean, that's the beauty of YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, one guy wrote too long. Another guy wrote get to the good stuff. A friend of mine wrote, I only like hearing your voice for half of the video, which I thought was funny. And it's just stuff like that it's just like, okay, I get it. I guess they're too long. So I'll just leave out half of what I do. So now it will just be a kind of review type of thing. And then I'll just get on and get off instead of making more of a show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta do what the audience wants, right? Give them what they want.
Yeah, and it's easier for me.
What they want.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm only making something that's 10 or 20 minutes instead of an hour or 2 hours, it saves me time.
Definitely. Well, guys, thank you guys so much. Is there anything else that we left out? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much set for this this time. So check out like I said, a month of April is going to be busy. Lots of stuff happening. There won't be 90s horror films, so there might be some things where there might be like a day where we don't have something, or whatever, but that's fine to me. Right now I'm so beat from everything, and I love you guys. I love everybody who's watching and listening and checking out all our stuff. We really appreciate you. Check out the YouTube page that you're on right now. Check it out and tell us what you think. We got playlists for all the different old stuff that we have. I love watching some of the old videos, that we've done in the past and everything. So
sure, it's fun.
We got Film Freaks that's still coming out. We've got Criterion Watch will be back in July. So get ready for that. But right now, What the Fuck Friday is still happening. Quick Review Thursdays and Short Film Saturdays, which are still going strong and doing awesome. So thank you guys. We will be back for the Blu-ray and DVD haul next month. So
Oh yeah, we got tons and tons of stuff to go through.
well, Paul does. I need to go start buying some more shit. I've been slacking. But I'll be back. And I'm sure John has a lot. Still to go over.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thanks,
All right.
guys.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.